Okay, so hi. First of all, I I already recorded this like right before this. I felt like re-recording because I wasn't liking the way that my voice sounded. I don't know. I think like it sounds a bit more like I know. I changed my position so my voice doesn't come out like you know like tired. There you go. So I have this diary where I write like movie. Well, I write all sorts of stuff. Sometimes I write every day. Sometimes I write like once every 3 months. But I wrote about Leviticus, But the idea came from because I like movies, music, whatever. Like I can talk about whatever I want. And I hope I can make myself clear, because I don't speak English, you can tell. So I wanted to do like another video where I make like an introduction, what passionates me, what I want to talk about. I wanted to have like this space. So, but recently Leviticus came out on digital. If you don't watch it, like if you don't buy it or rent it, then you know what that means. Though I watched it like first at a small theater, so I did pay my dues. The rewatch I did like 2 days ago before this video. If I didn't change the title, then it's probably gonna be my thoughts on Leviticus as a 21-year-old jobless, medicated bisexual who can pull and has no career, aka the target audience. So yeah, that's the title of the video. I wrote like, what I liked about the movie, what could have been better, and then I made like some personal appreciations that I will go on about at the end, because it sort of like ties all the video together. And the reason why I make it in the video. If I didn't have a reason, I wouldn't make it. But there's a reason for almost everything. I like the movie. It came on my radar like at the beginning of the year. Everyone was talking like about the plot. It was like horror and gay, and yeah, it had a lot of hype because those concepts. A lot of gay people watch horror, so a gay horror movie, that's neat. And yeah, so it came on my radar. I love horror, not so much though. I will watch a horror movie, but it's not like about it being horror, but maybe about it being raw and brutal. I recently, I watch a lot of movies this year, but since I started my Letterboxd account, I was very big on Pearl. Love that movie. I'm back on track. Very big on horror and all that sort of stuff. And one of my favorite movies is Pearl. Then there's Suspiria, the remake. I don't know if it's like horror. It's certainly brutal. But at the beginning of the year I watched Bones and All. I really liked it. A lot of people have been like connecting the points of Bones and All and Leviticus. Not only is the ambience a bit similar, but there's this like relationship and isolation that gay people love apparently. So yeah, I read about Leviticus. As I said, it came on my radar. I went and saw it at a small theater recently. There was more people than I expected there. I expected it to be empty. And it wasn't. I mean, I was there. So were like 10 other 15 people. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I've been on Twitter. I am on the Twitter streets. And I've been very big on the Leviticus side of Twitter. You know, the side of Twitter that discusses this movie, posts clips, and all that sort of stuff. Not on TikTok. I deleted TikTok. I deleted Instagram. Don't want to talk about it. I mean, I re-downloaded TikTok, looked up edits to Ethel Cain and Leviticus, and yeah, they were very good. Very good indeed. Yeah. Yeah. That looked like everything I ordered. And I'm probably gonna have like timestamps if you wanna skip, because I have like a whole introduction about who I am as an audience, how I came across the movie, how I've been interacting outside of the theaters. I love the movie. First of all, those are my thoughts. I'm probably gonna write like pros. I love the acting. I love how it looked. I thought it would look really great. Keep in mind that the movie had like a budget of $300,000, I think. Yeah, the acting was really great. The casting was really great. Very good chemistry on screen. And I don't want to. You can sort of like sense of like a pervy sense discourse when people mention chemistry on screen. Sort of, but you know what I mean. Like, they look well together. That's what I mean. And the rest, also that. And I think the rollout has been really good. I liked it. The way the actors have come to interact with their own work craft, they sort of make the movie feel like a more real thing, not something that like stays in theaters. I'll go on about that a bit later. Don't care. This is for the Leviticus people. I hope they watch it. I hope it crosses your way, and I hope you watch it, every minute of it. I also wrote that it was beautifully shot. There's like all these shots of electricity towers. They look good. I like them. They sort of give off like a symmetry aspect that feels almost biblical, in their big. It gives like this perspective of smallness, The scene of the kitchen, where Ryan Entity, you can see him like across the window. I like that too. There's like the end where, like the bus, like where they're together, happy ending, blah blah. You can see Entity, Ryan, in a river, like at a side of the river, and the bus go to the other side, like it crosses the river. And you might think like, oh, it means like an open ending. I like to believe that, I don't know if you guys have seen Jujutsu Kaisen. There's a point of the first season when I think the narrator explains that crossing a river has a meaning, like of moving on, like of going from one stage to the other. So I like to believe that the entity stayed on one side and they went to the other. I don't know, that they're able to get a hold of it and separate stuff from one stage to whatever comes next for the characters. That is my appreciation. If you notice it, I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it. I thought it was really clear. I picked it up on the first time I watched it, and I thought it was really good. That's like the one thing I picked up, because I know there's like a TikTok account that was picking up of all the imagery, the snakes, the frogs, the religious imagery, and I didn't pick up on it. I'm not big on religion. I don't believe in anything. I believe in Ethel Cain. I don't do my homework. I don't know nothing about Leviticus as in the Bible. Yeah, I can't really judge that part of the movie. By the way, I gave it 5 stars on Letterboxd. Not that it was perfect, but that's how I rate my movies. I don't care. I gave Return to Silent Hill, like the Silent Hill movie about the second game, I gave it like 4.5. Like I thought it was really good and it looked very pretty. There's like an extended cut coming sometime soon, but I don't know. Everyone thought it was bad. It was dog shit, like hot garbage, and I can't relate. Sorry to this man. I don't know who this man is. So I mean, that's like the physical part of the movie, like how it's recorded, who makes what in the movie. But what makes it more interesting is the plot. And the plot, I think it divides like what happens in the plot, but then it grows and it involves like the themes, because it's like, oh, this happens in the movie, but what does it mean? I don't know if you can see it. What does it mean? Like the, frogs and everything. I can't speak on it. But yeah, there's this, the bus scene where they are coming back from the mental hospital and everyone knows what happens in that scene. I don't know if I can describe it. I mean, I don't want to. If you know, you know. I mean, why would you watch this video if you haven't seen the movie? There's this bus scene and it's like the first impression, it is, I don't condone it. I don't condone public indecency, exhibitionism, but it's there in the movie and it plays an important role because I wrote on the theme that there was this loss of privacy and reclaim of the space, sort of like their personal space. At the beginning of the movie, Ryan asks Name to not tell anyone about the meal, which is like their place. So there's this bus scene and there's like this reclaiming of them. Like I said, Name and Ryan had like this space at the meal, and Ryan said he asked Name to not tell anyone about it, not only about what they were doing, but about the space, I think he sort of wanted to keep that place to themselves, and it goes to make you wonder, like, in what spaces do their relationship can reclaim, because there's the meal, but that's it's private, but it's an abandoned place. It's not really theirs. And they don't have that space, Name doesn't have that liberty. Ryan doesn't either. At school, they said that they don't talk that much. Like when Name gets attacked for the first time by the entity, Hunter's sister, brings them into her own room, So they're dealing with all of these things in a place that they can't call their own. And that is like the point, something that keeps going on, and I think it's really sad. I get it, because it's like a public space, indecency, whatever, but the movie doesn't present it like in a way that you should judge it or condone it. Like it doesn't open a debate, it presents it like that, and it's like a very private moment for both characters. And that's why it's there, they're constantly trying to build a bubble that they can call their own. And I think that's very sad, because it means like they don't have a space where they can, like a healthy space where they can be themselves, but also be with each other. Well, Name said that the bus that they took had a stop at the city, doesn't say which city, But I think it's interesting because I do have an entry on Ethel Cain. As you can see, Ethel Cain, big on Ethel Cain. So there is this point that can be made with, well, speaking of Ethel Cain, what I would talk about is more than just like, oh, religious trauma. This is so Ethel Cain, you know? It has been said before for the last 4 years. Can you come up with something else? And yes, I can indeed, and I will. There's this sense of how you get isolated, not only by your environment, the emotional environment, or the people that you're surrounded with, but also how the place where you live, it makes you feel like recluded or left out. So with queer people, there's a lot of that sense, where you feel like you wish to, live in places where you feel more accepted. So it's implied that that's why they want to go to the city, to leave everything behind and start a life in a place where they can be not so alone, So that's one of the connections that I made with Ethel Cain. Of course, when I was watching the movie in the theater, I was like, wow, this is so Ethel Cain. I already saw it coming, but yeah, I love it. I eat everything that can even be minimally related to Ethel Cain. I love that. Love despair. Love suffering. Do I? I like the aesthetics of it. But speaking of religion, Christianism in this case, also I can't really, maybe I'll look it up and I'll leave it in the description, but there's this it was like a TikTok account, like a content creator who was analyzing this movie better than I ever could, because I don't do my homework, but also because they had knowledge about the Bible and all of these religious books. So yeah, according to them, this entity, it's not demonic, or at least it's not it doesn't have like a satanic origin. They said that according to what it is, what it says in the Bible, not only the stoning, like if the man who lays with another man will be stoned, and Ryan throwing and getting stoned, like that it's one side of the imagery that they spoke about. But another one is how this entity may be, or everything points towards the villain or the entity being the Holy Ghost, Holy Spirit. And that's crazy, to have like God. Like it is. Also, they said that in this book, God isn't presented like an ally, like someone who gives you refuge, but someone who you have to devote yourself to fear, to respect in a fearful way. So that is crazy, to have like God being the enemy. Yeah, you could argue that the communities, are super twisted and super unforgiving, because if God is the one putting the characters in this awful torment, it's not like what's it called? It's not like they're wrong or twisting God's love, No, they're preaching, or even like being scared of God, because Hunter's one of the characters who, is the only one who dies, but it's shown to what this entity do beyond just physically hurting yourself, it kills you. The dad, his dad then appears crying, he regrets putting his son, through all this, for thinking it was like the good thing for him, So there's this group of devoted people who, in this case, regret, doing this or following this sort of beliefs. Yeah, if it was like satanic or pagan, would have been expected. So definitely seeing God as a hurtful villain, it's a gag. So yeah, I mean, it was really good. Would have liked it that it was implied a bit more, but that's another point. Because I also like that name had like with this reclaiming of privacy, it doesn't have like a space. Maybe, he's still building this relationship with Ryan, we got a call. I don't know if it lagged, maybe it did, that he has like this relationship with Ryan, but it's not like fully developed. They're all teenagers, Yeah, they don't have the space for that, to develop said relationship, because not only is it like hard, like even if they had the space, like they would have to open themselves, and that's like another obstacle. But not only that, they can't be freely together. So like the scene with Name, who's alone in his house, and then entity Ryan comes, and everyone who's watching like already knows that that's not Ryan. You sort of like, oh, is it? Like, how did he get there so fast? So there's this space with Name, who's like facing Ryan's entity, and everyone knows that that's not Ryan, but it's enough for him at the very moment. He's like for saying sorry for how it all went down, and I think it's sad, because at the very moment I sort of wrote like a relationship to the cave allegory. I don't know what it's called in English, but that plateau thing of the shadow being like the idea projected from the real thing. So we sort of surround ourselves with ideas of the real thing instead of the real thing. So what was I talking about? The cave allegory, there's this like cave allegory where you interact with the idea of things rather than interacting with the real thing. How it fulfills our lives, and sort of we have like to take this decision whether to live with the ideas that are being presented to us or look for what it really is. And in this case, Name is like, at the very moment, I'm not saying that Name fully thought that was Ryan, but at the very moment it was enough for him to see something that looked like Ryan, even though it wasn't him. It was enough. Maybe that's why he said sorry. Maybe it gave peace. It was giving peace to himself. But maybe if he knew that was Ryan, maybe he wouldn't have done it. Crazy to think about. He has like this void inside of him. Like he has his relationship with queerness and how it's all so violent and isolating, and that's why I think he's like cursed or a burden. That's the word. Couldn't get it. And the idea of Ryan was enough to feel something. That's sad, but I've been there. I get it. That's that part, sad part. Some of these movies are written and directed by old people, by old queer people. Queer movies that have like youth being a part of the movie's plot and identity and visuals, and themes. And they're directed by older people, so I think it's kind of sad, For example, there's this like Vietnamese movie called Your Name, Erased, about two Vietnamese guys who have like this queer awakening, and it was based on true events. Like the director made a movie and he's the protagonist of the movie. Like that happened to him, except the re-encounter because they had a fallout and never see each other again until they sort of came across each other. So yeah, they don't see each other until they come across each other. But that didn't happen, that didn't happen in the director's life. That's something that he added for the movie. He lived what he wanted to give these characters a happy ending. So I think it's sad, that we're watching all these queer media made by queer or other people who didn't have a chance of maybe having that happy ending. I mean, for example, I didn't have I'm 21, and I didn't have a queer. I did have a queer heartbreak, but I didn't have a relationship, or anything close to that. So yeah, I think I get it. That's all I'm gonna say. I get it. I get why it's there. Addition of, everyone hates her, and yeah, she's not a good mom. She's not a protective mom. But Nameless Mom, I like the role that she plays in the movie because she presents at the end that she knew what was gonna happen to Rain, like Ryan name. I think that's the cheap name. I think that's not the point. The point is that she explicitly, she knew what was gonna happen. She knew what she was getting into. But I wouldn't say that it's implied. I think it's very explicit. If you're watching the movie, that she genuinely believes that she prefers living in endless fear and agony than to be subjected to pain and despair by other people. The police was investigating Hunter's death as a hate crime. So yeah, that is sad, but I get it. I think it's something that you can debate on how you want to live your life, how you deserve to live a life, but it's a life worth living. You either fear or you die. What I do? Fear. All the time. Then there's this violence that Ryan is subjected to through the stoning, and how at the beginning, Ryan didn't fully understand this entity, so he genuinely must have thought that it was Name, the one who was hurting him, was doing all this abuse to him. And I'm not saying that he let it happen and that he wanted it to happen. Not at all. I think that's terrible if it was a real person. But it goes deeper than that, because Ryan has this relationship with violence and sort of connects. We see it on his first encounter with Name, their first hangout, and how they're fooling around or making noise, a lot of noise. How Name isn't violent, but Ryan is holding him down, pushing him, teasing him. He has he connects this type of behavior with his queerness. He sort of connects. He thinks that it has to inherently hurt. Not only does he grew up in an environment where that wasn't allowed, but he added that in his growth. He couldn't grow out of it before he met Name. So it was in the moment where they're in the photo booth, and Ryan pleads to Name, asking please stop, I don't want to tell anyone. And not only that, it compromises that Ryan is falling, is still acting upon his own desires, which other people will see as wrong, but also it would out Name, as someone who has the same feelings, as he names himself said, that they share the same fear and feeling. And yeah, even though it showed that he didn't like the violence, he sort of adapted to it. He adapted it to his life, to his way of life. But it didn't mean that he liked it. Like, of course he's better without it. But yeah, it was like a very vulnerable moment for him. And I like that. I think that's how this, because it was shown that at a very early stage of the script writing, Ryan was gonna be a bully. Like they were gonna have like this bullied dynamic relationship. And yeah, you could argue that bullies, have like this shame within them of opening up, like they're hiding something, putting in like a, what is it? Like a door fence, like they had at the end of the movie, and sort of like, yeah, you can present like, oh no, they're a bully because they're broken inside and they're hurting and they don't know how to, whatever. We've heard it, we've seen it. I'm not gonna debate it. I don't care. I mean, I don't care for debating it. It's a real problem, but that's not what I came here to do. I'm just gonna say that, yeah, I'm glad that he's not a bully. Like, I mean, the themes of opening and closing up would have said the same, but I think it's sweeter, that he's not a bully and that the movie had a happy ending. If he had a sad ending, but if I speak quicker than this, you will not understand a single word I'm saying. So bear with me. I wrote like what I would have liked to change about the movie. Well, first of all, I would have liked it to be longer, to go into depth of how Ryan and Nain met, what they were doing before they first hang out. And yeah, go a little bit in depth into that. I would have liked that they showed, because yeah, the main characters are Ryan and Nain, but Nain is the protagonist. I would have liked them to switch up a little bit at a certain point and show us Ryan's perspective of this whole ordeal and torment and torture that he was going through. How Nain entity acted, how Ryan acted with when he lowered his defenses to this thing, And I mean, it would have done the movie a favor, to always show, like, yeah, you can argue that every movie should be like 2 hours and show everything. But I'm not acting like or asking anything. I'm not asking them to be really explicit about it. I don't endorse and I don't support when movies explain themselves too much. But it would have been nice for the atmosphere, I don't want to know everything that Nain thinks at all times. But would have stepped up another level of the movie. I would have liked to be like a little bit more visual, artistically speaking. Like there are these takes that are like really good, whatever, but there's no like abstract to it, because emotions are abstract. They're ephemeral, ethereal. They're not something you can touch. So in this whole thing, it was like in their heads, like it brings a lot of baggage, mental baggage, and I would have liked it to be presented in a more physical way. Like, yeah, you could argue that Nain's relation with this entity is sort of like something tormenting him, haunting him, just like his queerness, just like his real self. That's how he feels, that he's being chased by something within himself. But it wasn't shown, I mean, my example was Suspiria, the remake it has like these dream sequences where I mean the main character goes to sleep, in bed. Then there's these like flashing images and sequences with sounds and all these weird messages that you think, oh yeah, no, the movie's just weird, it's just weird. But no, it all makes sense at the end of the movie. I love like some of that, like to be presented in a more explicit, visual, disgusting, raw, brutal way of how their torment made up looked like. That's it. But I know that the movie didn't have a lot of budget, so they.
I'll do the best I can with what I got. Oh!
The Mariah Carey video. I think that's very funny. I quote it all the time. And my biggest point, I mean, I thought it was weird. I wrote like time set because until they get on the bus for the first time to go to this mental hospital, both Naeem and Ryan, I thought until that very moment that the movie happened before phones, before smartphones. So I was startled by that, I thought it was weird because you're gonna tell me that they live with phones, but that Ryan and Naeem don't stay in contact with each other. I don't think that's real. So yeah, it's very weird. I mean, it sort of doesn't make sense that they stayed. So, I mean, not that it doesn't make sense, that it's impossible, to have like this weird. I'm not saying that they were so talkative to each other through messages and everything, and they were communicating all the time, but I don't know, I think it's weird. I think they reach out this experience in a way that would have made a lot of sense with the limitations of lack of internet and phones and everything. Okay, so I'm making the personal appreciations and conclusion of the video again because I don't know, I felt like I couldn't get my point across the way I would have wanted. So here I am. And well, my point is that I'm 21, I am old enough, I'm not a teenager anymore, but I'm not gonna act or play dumb, I know why fandoms act or move the way they do, especially when it comes to queer media. I don't endorse, for example, well, let me start with this first. So yeah, the movie was great. I loved it. I would rewatch it several times. But I wanted to talk about my personal experience because I feel like that's something that sort of other people sort of skip through, like they don't go into depth of what the movie made them feel, oh yeah, it's like a sad movie, but like what it means to me, if it didn't make me feel anything, then I wouldn't watch movies at all, or maybe I wouldn't have gone there, so I don't know why it's like it's so shameful, to the way people act when you get like so worked up about a movie. That's why we watch movies, so there's nothing I can do about it. It's just how it is. I can't. Well, I mean, it can be like the way I interact with queer media can definitely be or show something within myself that I need to work on. Definitely, I'm not denying that, but it happens. It's not something that I can that I have to. I'm not saying that it's something that it has to go under the radar, but it isn't necessarily something that I have to hide. That's not how you solve problems. You don't hide the problem. So, well, I came out of the movie and I had like this, I don't know, I just had like such a heavy chest and it's like I wanted to cry, but my eyes weren't watery or anything. It's just that I had like this thing on my throat. It was like getting choked or wanted to throw up, sort of. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, I wrote that I can be normal about it, because I watched Heartstopper, and I think I already said that it sort of sent me in a downward spiral when it came out, and that I skipped, or it took me a lot of time to watch the second season because I didn't want to get worked up about it again. I was young, when the first season came out. I was 17. I was in school, and I wasn't really like. I mean, it came out at a moment of my life where I started just de- devolving. No, not devolving. Like transiting or experiencing my queerness, and it came out just when I started to. I was in school, and then I had like my first queer heart, like my first crush, and queer heartbreak. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, my point is that I had like this sense of derealization, because of the movie, and you know, it's not as bad as when it was or how it was with Heartstopper. It's just that I don't know. I think I got too worked up about it, because it's such a. I mean, it's certainly a gruesome movie, but but it has a happy ending, and it has a sort of tenderness to it. That's like sort of, I don't know. I think it hit me very hard, and I wasn't seeing like people talking about, oh yeah, no. I mean, the movie was great, but there's no one like going into depth, of why uh, we as queer people are more prone, I think, to experience queer media in this way. Uh, I mean, yeah, there has to be like a reason. I'm not saying that no one has ever thought about it before, but yeah, I think it could go. There's something that could be investigated there. So yeah, I don't know. I think that's why the movie hits so close to me, and I've seen like when this sort of thing happens, with a heated rivalry or heartstopper, people get worked up about who the actors are. Are they queer enough to play this character? Are they valid enough to play a queer character, etc., etc. Even with these red, white, and blue royal, I think it was called. I never seen it, but it happened with that too, So there's these uh, like this hunger, for more. I mean, it's a short movie, and people get um, when it's so meaningful to you. I guess you get like hungry for more, and you don't know where to get any of that. And what I wanted to say is that I get why people behave the way they do. That doesn't mean I support it. I'm not saying that, yeah, only queer people can play queer characters. That's like a whole other debate. But I'm not gonna sit here and pretend that these are inherently crazy people and nothing more. There's things are rarely that black and white. So yeah, I mean that's what I wanted to say. That's my personal appreciation about how it made me feel. Like yes, I like the movie, and but I wasn't able to consume it the way I would have wanted. The way would have been more healthier for me. But it'll get better. I mean, I think also what I wanted to say is that because I was younger, and now like 4 years later, it's not like don't know. I think that when you're younger, you're more prone to get obsessed with all these things and not knowing how to handle them. So, I mean, it gets better, with time. I don't know. This is like if someone is watching who's going through it in this very moment. Hopefully not. But if you are, then just carry on. I don't know. I mean, I couldn't give you an advice because I rarely know how to get out of these mental episodes. So I don't know. I just get out of them. So yeah, but it does get better. It doesn't matter if you're like super obsessed with it. Just carry on. Try to stay healthy and not let the rest of your life get like neglected because of it. And yeah, I mean, it was a good movie, and I certainly don't blame it for the way. I certainly don't blame the movie for the way it made me feel. So yeah, I think that's what I wanted to say. Hopefully, I'll upload the video today, and hopefully people will watch it. And if they don't, then I think it's okay. I haven't watched YouTube content about Leviticus. I haven't looked for it either. But yeah, I'll keep in touch.